Yeah, I just want to be clear on some things. As men, we need to look out for each other because a lot of guys go through emotional depression with this loneliness about, a lot of guys still want female validation and all that. And a lot of guys are depressed about how women are treating them and how the family courts and their ex-wives and their children are treating them. And it often ends up with guys taking their own lives, man. Society does not care about men's feelings as a whole. They just don't care. You're not going to get sympathy from other people in society except other men. There really needs to be a group formed, not a group, so to speak, but a sisterhood amongst men, like a brotherhood, I guess you could say, amongst men, to where regardless of what the situation is, we're going to side with the male in the relationship and stick together instead of looking to find a woman that's talking negative about her husband or boyfriend, and we look at that as an opportunity to pounce on the woman and have sex with her. For example, if you know of a guy and you know he's playing the girl, don't tell the girl that she's being played. Let the nigga play her and let her learn on her own. Because if a female is playing you and you're telling it to another female, that female ain't gonna tell you, yo, she's playing you. In most cases, she's not. She's gonna let that girl play you and get whatever she can get out of you, and then stick up for the girl when you try to say the girl was wrong. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, and then you got to watch out for people who don't even want you to be checking up on them like that. I got a friend who is about 20 years older than me and not doing as well in life. I think at the time he was living in somebody's basement, trying to find work. And keep in mind, he's close to 60 years old. So who really wants to give a 60-year-old man work? So I'm sure he's depressed. So I would call him up. I called him up the first time I ever called him after we were, I would take him to breakfast and we would just talk about life and about it was really a kind of a downtrodden conversation a lot of times. So I caught myself checking up on him because I didn't want him to do anything like take his own life because he's depressed too. So I call him and he don't answer his phone. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's busy. So I call him about a half hour later and he doesn't answer again. And I'm like, well, I don't normally call Tony. So I'm thinking he should pick up the phone because he's concerned that I might need him for something. But really, what could I need him for? As I mentioned, he doesn't have a car. He doesn't have financial security or stability. He has nothing to really offer me but genuine friendship. He didn't pick the phone up the second time I called. I'm like, all right. So I was in my house where I got a landline. I called him from the landline. That nigga picked his phone up. I didn't say anything to him because I was trying to process it all, and also didn't like the fact that I was doing what a bitch would do, trying to find out if this nigga's really avoiding me or not. So the next day I called him from my cell phone. He don't answer his phone. And then immediately I call from the landline at my house and he picks up the phone. Well, I got into him on it like, yo, man, you didn't want to answer the phone when I called? So he makes excuses about whatever and tries to talk to me like we're friends. And I take it for what it is and hang up the phone. Next time I see that nigga at the YMCA, he comes up to me like, yo, baby, what's up? I'm back. And I just looked at him like, yeah. And he's like, what's wrong? And I was like, nigga, when you don't answer the phone when I call you, like I should have a problem. Or I should not have a problem with him. Like now he's got a problem with me because I got a problem with him not answering the phone when I called just to check up on him. Because what I'm trying to tell you is the nigga has nothing to offer me. He can't tell me, hey, go down here. I know this guy. Just tell him you know me and you'll get the job. No, he doesn't have anything. Nothing. And it's like, okay, dude. And the funny part about it is he don't know his station in life. He tried to talk to this young girl, and I know the girl, and she used to mess with this dude that drives a BMW. Fucking Tony didn't even have a car. So if you don't have a car, plus you're 20 to 25 years older than the girl, and you don't have a car, and she's known to mess with niggas driving high-end BMWs, 700 series, quarter to eights and shit BMWs, and you don't have a car, nigga, you need to get a clue, for real. But the point I'm making is, we do need to look out for each other as men. But when a motherfucker acts like he's too important to fuck with you, you don't fuck with him, period. I got more videos for y'all and I got more personal insight, but I need more subscriptions and more likes so I know that I'm talking to more people. Straight up.